Spain 1, Argentina 0. Just like that, the 2026 World Cup came to a close. You might assume this was another tense, cagey final, but I'm telling you, that scoreboard hides a domination that was even more complete than 2010. This is Sideline Story. I'm Yang Guang. The World Cup is finally over after 104 games. Spain have come out on top again, though what the scoreboard suggests was a completely different story. Let me paint you a different picture. One team had 20 shots, 12 of them on target. The other had 2 shots over 120 minutes, 0 on target. One team held 65% possession, the other had 35%. And here's the kicker. Over the first 90 minutes of a World Cup final, Argentina, the defending champions, the tournament's most prolific attack with 19 goals coming in, registered an expected goals figure of virtually 0. Argentina became the first team in World Cup history to fail to register a single shot on target during regulation time in a final. This wasn't a narrow escape. This was a strangulation. So let's ask the question, is this 2026 Spain team actually better than the legendary 2010 version? The 2010 champions were masters of possession. 66.8% average, 4,298 passes across the tournament. Numbers that still make statisticians swoon. But they were also, let's be honest, occasionally boring. 4 knockout games, 4 1-0 wins. 7 games, 8 goals. The Spanish media called it hypnotic football, and not always as a compliment. This 2026 side has taken that DNA and injected it with something the 2010 team lacked: raw, explosive intent. With Lamine Yamal now 19 years old and terrifying defenders one-on-one, and Nico Williams providing width and pace, Spain no longer just keeps the ball, they hurt you with it. They've evolved from tiki-taka to what one analyst called tiki-taka 2.0, a faster, more modern interpretation of Spanish football. Here's where the comparison gets really interesting. The 2010 team conceded 2 goals in 7 games. That was considered extraordinary. The 2026 team went even further. They conceded 1 goal in 8 games. Unai Simon went 650 consecutive minutes without conceding, won the Golden Glove, and became the backbone of what is statistically the greatest defensive campaign by any World Cup winning nation in history. Think about that for a moment. France 1998 conceded 2. Italy 2006 conceded 2. Spain 2010 conceded 2. This Spanish side conceded 1. And it came into quarterfinals against Belgium. In the final against Lionel Messi, they didn't just keep a clean sheet, they made him and his teammates look ordinary. What made this team truly terrifying wasn't just numbers, it was the control. From the opening whistle against Argentina, Spain pushed high, maintained possession, and systemically shut down every attacking option. Argentina couldn't get the ball past midfield. Passes aimed at Messi were intercepted early. Long balls to escape the pressure. Spain controlled the second ball and pushed them right back into their own half. Almost the same script unfolded in the semi-final against France, a team boasting the World Cup's top scorer and top assister. It felt less hypnotic and more suffocating. Spain didn't just dominate the final, they made the defending champions look like they didn't belong on the same pitch. Argentina managed just 1 touch inside Spain's penalty area across the entire 90 minutes of regulation time. 1 touch in a World Cup final. The 2010 team had Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets in their prime, perhaps the greatest midfield ever assembled. They had Villa's finishing, Puyol's leadership and Casillas' magic. They were brilliant, they were champions, they deserve every ounce of respect. But this 2026 team, they've taken that blueprint and made it more clinical, more ruthless, more defensively impenetrable. They never trailed for a single second in the entire tournament. And the goals they scored weren't the most terrifying part. the hopelessness they generated was. The hopelessness of not being able to safely control the ball at your feet even for a second. The hopelessness of having no time to lift your head and find a teammate because next second you are surrounded by red shirts. The hopelessness of watching them pass in front of you, helpless to intervene. The hopelessness of having to stay locked in defensively for 90 full minutes because you never know when that final lethal pass will come. The torture wasn't the goals, it was every single minute of that hopeless match. Enzo Fernandez's red card was the perfect symbol of that frustration, impatience, anger, and hysteria. If the 2010 team was a masterpiece of precision, the 2026 team is a masterpiece of destruction. They didn't just win the World Cup, they dominated it. And they did it in a way that even the great 2010 side never quite managed. The 2010 Netherlands created genuine equalizing chances against Spain. This Argentina showed no sign of a fight back. Spain had been searching for the light at the end of the tunnel ever since their 2010 golden generation retired one by one. In 2014, they were humiliated in the group stage. In 2018, they couldn't break down the stubborn Russian defense. In 2022, they fell to Morocco on penalties. For 16 years, Spanish football kept searching, and now they have finally built another dynasty. Dynasty 2.0 isn't just a catchy headline, it's a statement of fact. This Spain team isn't just as good as the 2010 version. In some ways, they might be even better. This is Sideline Story. Leave your comments on Spain's World Cup winning campaign. See you next time. I'm Yang Guang. Take care.